Welcome to my channel, The Organized Chaos Club, where we are helping busy minds create calm one plan at a time. Today, we're going to go over why I created this channel and my history of planners and just everything in general. Alright, so this is probably going to be the video that I talk the most in. I usually don't like when people talk a lot in their videos. I kind of just want them to get into things and why. But, kind of trying to go over my history of why I've been doing things and how I got to here. So I've tried numerous planners over the years, from Aaron Condrey, Chloe Paper Company, to Happy Diplom Paper, to even Day Designer. I have currently been using the Laurel Denise Sludge Nancy, and that one seems to be the best one for me so far. But we're only about a month in, and then usually it's by month 3 that I start to lose interest. So let's look at a couple of my past planners, starting with 2020 in the bullet journal. Before we get into the 2020 bullet journal, let's remove some of this stuff off so that way we can get straight into the journal. So in 2019, I saw a lot of Instagrams about bullet journals, which really had me interested in getting one. So I ended up getting one to help me finish off my last semester of college, which worked out great then. But that was a different time of my life, and things were simpler then than they are now. So as you can see, it's filled with all this wonderful dot grid paper, which really helped me be creative back then. So let's go forward to some of our spreads and things. So in the front, I had a whole index page where I kind of made it easier for me to find things. And then we have the key for anything in particular that I needed to reference to. This really helped me out because I could keep track of my monthly with birthdays and stuff, and then I could have my school schedule, days off schedule, and then my actual schedule. And this was January, which really was the beginning of me trying to figure this out and try different stuff. And I really liked it, and we kept up with it until probably right around April-ish. As you can see, I try to do a bunch of different things and add things, delete things. But April was probably right around when COVID happened, so it was a little hard for me to keep up with it. May, as you can see, didn't do much. Didn't even fill out the mood tracker. Got into June, tried to do June, but as you can see here, I didn't even do these 2 weeks, so they're just sticky notes. And then kind of try to get back into it in July and August. Try to do something different with these tabs in August. Kept them in September just to see if I liked it. And then October, kind of tried adding stickers, saying if that would help me keep up with it. But it was just a little bit harder when you're starting work. And I think I started work in September. Started working for Amazon during COVID. So it just with the random schedule, it's kind of hard to keep up with a bullet journal. As you can see, kind of did a little bullet journaling, photo stuff, and different pen tests. And that was my 2020 bullet journal. So after the bullet journal, I think I try to do Aaron Condren with the Daily Duo. I don't have that with me. I think I even tried it in like a 6-ring binder. That also didn't work. And then I think we tried Happy Planner 2 during that time. Didn't really work. And then we found plum paper. I started out with this little thing you can get from them, the layout guide, and tried out a couple different weeks in 2023. Try to figure out what works for me, what didn't work for me, with just having a different schedule since I do work more retail jobs. So trying to figure all of that out. And then I think we finally found something, and that brought us to our 2024 day designer in the coil bound. Put my name sticker, had 2024, had birthdays. I put in a giant sticker for movies I wanted to watch and books that I wanted to read. We didn't really keep up with it, but that's okay. And then I had an AM, PM routine sticker. Tried out some plum paper, planner Kate stickers. And this was like one of their daily layouts that I tried. I kept up with it for a little bit and then kind of just stopped after like a month in 2024. I think it, and then we just tried doing pen in August, and then you can see it's September. I even added like these budget sheets, which I didn't use at all. Did a little in August, not that much. September, tried to, didn't really work. As you can see, I still kept trying. It just wasn't working. So like the last couple months didn't really work. I think I tried to do digital at that time, but that also did not work. Alright, and then 2025, I tried to do a 6-ring binder because I kind of like the flexibility of that. So we tried that again, but with a different layout. Try to see if it was the layout that was the issue or not. As you can see, I used the first 3 months and then have the rest still just sitting in there. I ended up buying like dot grid paper from somewhere. I think it was from like Hobby Lobby, and I added it in to kind of make it more bullet journaling because I really liked when I had my bullet journal. Kind of was thinking back to that. But as you can see, kind of tried to do a bullet journal with those spreads in June. It's just too much with a retail job, in all honesty. Like, I did it for a week and then just didn't do anything else. And then July, I put back in the planner pages, tried to do it with just pen. Worked a little bit, didn't really do it. And then the rest of the months just have the dot grid paper still in here. And I think that is it for that one. And then we try to do like a Franken planner on like discs. Because I remembered Happy Planner and I liked the flexibility. So we were trying to do that. Sure. So got a punch things, got this cover from Plum Paper. Really enjoyed it for a bit. Got these dividers and things from Happy Planner. And then a lot of the wedding and budget inserts were from the Plum Paper company and trying to try those out. But I accidentally ordered it in a spiral bound. I don't know if you could see because I did cover it up with washi and then punched them and put them in there. Sorry about the phone. we did order through Etsy a thing to where I could print out a bunch of different things. And then even like the reading ones are from like Etsy. But as I go through like the previous months, because I didn't start this till February, I could print out like the months and try different week layouts, even try daily layouts out. And it really helped me to actually be in it for a month or two to try to like see what actually worked. And then you can see I did June, and here started to do June. And this is probably like the only week I did with June in this one, because after this week is when I got the Laurel Denise. And I've been just enjoying that one. But that is those previous months. And now let's get into my lovely Laurel Denise planner, the large Nancy, which seems to work best for me since I do like a horizontal layout. I chose the large size because I wasn't really sure on how big the large was, and I figured I'd rather go larger and then kind of next time go a little bit smaller and try out something smaller next time. But because we didn't get this to June, we're going to go ahead and jump to June. Let me take off this little binder clip to help me keep all the pages together. And then this is what I did. I kind of went back, and then all of these are on like little sticky notes. They're stickers on sticky notes, so I can take them up for the next year. And just my month, year at a glance. So intro page, year at a glance. And then I kind of, because I didn't start, and then I kind of filled in from previous planner in our Laurel Denise. And then I used stickers from a planner cake kit for like a regular horizontal planner, and we kind of cut them and made them fit into this planner. But you can see on Tuesday I ordered the Laurel Denise, and then the next Tuesday the planner arrived. And then I kind of went back in and refilled things out and just, have been loving it ever since. As you can see, I've been just using it quite a bit. Only missing a couple days here and there, but really been enjoying stuff with this planner. We kind of went back and wrote in pen some of the things that we've already completed and kind of went from there. So now we're currently in this, so I wanted to be able to keep it going. And that is my July monthly all set up. I do have that video ready to go right shortly after I do post this one, but kind of just been trying to enjoy this and figure out different ways to use it. I've been kind of liking having on my personal side on the one side and then having meals and lists on the other side. And then I'm really happy that she now has the disc launch, so we'll see how that goes whenever they get released in, believe in September or October. No, she has the viewing in September and then releasing in October. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out as it gets closer. But she is quite large, but sometimes I don't like. I like how to flip it to make that side flat, so I'm not, writing on a bunch of pages and it feel all lumpy. I don't really have an issue on this side because they're all in that one section. It's more so when I'm on the other big side. And it's like to-do lists and the little dot grid space. We're gonna have to turn that off. I can't remember what I'm saying here. This is the problem of doing a voiceover. And this is also the important thing of making sure your mic works before you film a 30-something minute video. Okay, so now we're finally going into the back of the planner to where she gives you a 2027 overview. I just put a couple of my wedding to-do stickers on here, and then she has yearly wins and yearly losses, so things you can do didn't do quite as well and things that you can do better, or things you did good. And then this page, I really didn't know what to do, so I kind of just highlighted in the weekends. I'm kind of trying to find inspiration on what to do with that one. And then the little list ones, we got our book tracker. And so in the pen, I've written down the books that I have read, and then their start and finish dates. And I kind of want to just continue writing it in pen as I read the books down, so that way we're complete. And then we have our TDR on a sticky note. Have an extra page underneath just in case I find any more books that I want to read for this year. And then we have our Kindle samples. And then I may put on here the date when I start reading it, so that way I can continue it up top. Just so that way when I do write it in pen, it's like, oh, here's when we started this, but it was actually started from the sample. So that way I have accurate dates from the sample to the actual book. And then on the other side, we have our bills because we didn't start until June. I didn't start writing in things until June. And then we have our apartment cleaning. Being in an apartment means I have a little bit less cleaning to do than if I was in a house. But I still want to keep track of some of the things that I should be cleaning and keeping up with from time to time. So I have my monthly, bi-weekly, quarterly, and annually cleanings of things that I need to do. And I'm just not realizing that most of this was not in the frame. Or at least the bottom portion of it was not in frame. It's like the camera keeps slowly moving up and up and up. And then we also, on the other side, have our period tracker for just keeping track of things. And then these over here that you really can't see because they're not in frame are little stickers from Air Content from years ago. We have Planet Kate stickers for next year's setup. Just kits and, I mean kits, but just stickers and things that I want to have for setup for my next year's planner. So as I do it, I want to check it off as I purchased them because I absolutely want to purchase them. I just don't want to do a massive, like, hey, here we go. We kind of have to budget in our stickers. And then Laurel Denise planner once for next year. Have I think 4 or 5 of those just because I don't know what insert she's going to have with the new disc launch. And actually having it for a full year. And then next we go into wedding planning. And we have our guest list over here. And then I don't know what to do over here. Still trying to figure it all out. Kind of highlighted based off of wedding party and family. And then have like a little inspo page, a seating chart for me to do later. And then these pages are blank. Not really sure what we're doing with them, but just need to keep them. And then in the back, of every Laurel Denise planner. She has these boxes, books I'm reading, things I'm listening to, happy moments, gratitude, hobbies, ways I'm moving my body, I'm excited for, and I'm hopeful for. But I don't know if I'm going to use it this year, but I really want to use it next year. And I think I want to have it to where, like, I write 1 through 12 on each of these boxes so I can kind of do it for each month and be like a monthly kind of reflection of things, of like everything that's been going on in my life. And that is my Laura Denise Large Nancy planner. Just a little bit into all the planners I've used and why I've been really liking this one so far is because it's kind of all in one, and I kind of need an all in one look at it in one glance kind of planner because it really helps with like ADHD not to be able to be like, ah. And then we're gonna go a little bit over our sticker collection. So I have this sticker book from Sweet Quad Designs that I have tabbed. These are those additional monthly stickers. These are her tabs that I've added for like health, food, I think chores and work and just general stuff. So those are the food ones. And then personal things, so like things just are my me time kind of things. And then chores is more like my cleaning because, ADHD, don't like cleaning. Although I think that's most adults. And then we got work pages and then finance. So like budgeting when I budget, planning out when I budget and student loans and stuff like that. And then we went into monthly because I realized as the years have gone on, I've kind of kept with the same color theme. So like December is more like blues and snow and New Year's spreads. So kind of wanted to keep that going to where it's since I do the same thing anyway. And then February is more Valentine's. March is more St. Patrick's Day. April's more springy Easter pastel colors. Same with May. Sometimes I go Mother's Day. Sometimes it's just like a little bit of a softer pastel color. And then June, I kind of do pinks and greens, kind of like watermelon-y colors. I don't know why. I always gravitate to watermelon in June, but I do. And all those are the extra stickers for my June kids. And then July, these are the extra stickers from me setting up my July monthly. And it's always been more of a patriotic theme that I've gone for in July. So kind of want to keep that theme going with July. And then August, kind of do pastel back to school stuff sometimes. September, more of like blues and oranges. And then October, it's more oranges and purples, kind of Halloweeny, but not fully Halloweeny. More like autumny, I guess. And then November, we kind of do like more Thanksgiving-ish with the yellows and oranges. And then Christmas is usually December themed, so a lot of red and green. And then we have a miscellaneous tab for just the random stickers I get that I don't know what to do with, but I kind of want to keep. And that's that. And then I usually do get sometimes these sticker books. I like this one because it's seasonal, but as you can see, I've kind of rearranged it. And let's take it off. of the clips so we can see. I have the current one, which is like more summer-ishness. So it's like all the summer ones. So we can keep those together because I kind of want to keep it. And then I have like the beginning of the year in the back right now because it's already passed. So I can keep what I want to use in the front. As you can see, Magic it got clipped because I didn't realize my thing stopped working. So you can see now Christmas is at the end-ish, and then we got fall next. So once we get past summer, I'll push the fall ones up front. But that's it for this one, hopefully. There we go. And this one is more of like my wedding one. So it has like things for me, things that I need to do, and then I can just put those up whenever they happen, and just general like to do stickers that are more wedding themed. So that is really much that one. And then we do have some planner Kate just found ones. I have started with mine. This is like an old kit that I just don't know what month I would have put it in. So I just kept the sheets and just tucked them in this one since they fit in this one. Don't really have anything in that section. This is the black and white icons. I did pre-purchase this transparent one for next year. Some of the watermelon add-ons. When it's full sheets like these, I just keep them in here instead of putting them in the sticker book, just so that way it's there and we don't have to worry about it. And it's not taking up more space in that one. And then freebies. Each Planner Kate order, I believe you get like 4 freebies. So, and some of these are like, there's multiple of them, which I'll show you here in a second. You'll kind of see with this one, you can kind of see the colors of what they were behind that one. I just really want to use that pink one before I go into using the other ones. At least that's the idea. I even keep these organized by similar typishness, so it's easier to find. Right, and then the large one, I start off with the perpetual calendar from Erin Condren that I got years ago. I actually tried an Erin Condren planner, and I've just kept it and just keep it up to date. But it's a good thing for me to just keep up front, so I can just grab it and just add things into it. And then behind that, we do have our Planner Kate divider tab stickers. I just keep it just in case I want to ever change it. I have the stickers available to change it. And then kits, we have our August kit because I pre-purchased the August kit when I got my July kit. I like to get 2 months of stuff at a time. So on the front, it's the monthly pages, and then on the back side, whenever I flip it, any day now, there you go. And then there are the weekly kits. And then I did purchase from Planner Kate a mystery bundle, misfit Wednesday thing. So it's, I think, one of her older kits, and it gave me a couple of Laurel Denise stickers. So I'll just, when I get my new one, I'll just trim it down to size to fit like the Nancy that I have now if I keep that size, since the stickers on this side are the same size, as you can see there. And then we have a dashboard from Plum Paper, which I could probably use in that graph page section on the side of the month to kind of make that work. And here I'm just showing you the section that I'm talking about, like this section, can kind of make it a dashboard page and kind of try that out. Oh, look at that. It lines up. Perfect. I just don't know what I would do with the bottom section, but we could figure that out when it comes to it. And then it did come with some horizontal weekly stickers, so I can go ahead and use those in. It just doesn't, I don't have the extra washi strips, but I can always use the different ones from the other sheets to make it work. Or even cut down this large one to make it fit as those top washi pages. And then we got some functional things from, I think, an Erin Condren kit. And then more functional labels. And then these are my Jen Plans font stickers. I like this font more than I think any of the other fonts. So we got those two font ones. I think this tab is the fonts and finances. And that is just like a bill pay sticker. And then we have due stickers from our student loans. And then this is another sticker book. And I just paper clipped like pages together and just stuck them in here. So it'd be a little bit easier for me to find them and use them if I wanted to. And this is more functional and health and fitness. Yeah. So period tracker, appointment labels. Not really much else in that one. Need to get that. This is functional. So planner Kate stickers, color swatcher, which is a future one that I want to use in my new planner. Whenever I get it, I'll figure out how I'm going to do that when that comes. And then just functional, just extra label stickers, just in case if I don't have enough in any of the kits, I have a little extra. Because you never know. And then use kits, so any past kit that there's a lot of stickers on it, I've just kept just to be on the safe side so I can reuse and repurpose. These were for when I used that daily duo. As you can see on this other side, I have a lot of, I don't know what I'm doing this, but these are from Daily Duo. You can see here I have all these time ones for whenever I had start and end times for longer events. I could put those in. And more kits. And that's pretty much it for my sticker collection and what I have going and what kind of works for me. And then we're kind of show you around the desk a little bit. So we usually have our planner right here. Usually she's full out like that. And then in front of it, I usually have my computer sitting right there. So if I need to multitask, I can. Or if I'm typing an email up or something, I can refer back to my planner with the date. And it's right there. We have our go-to, like, things I'm going to grab. I am right-handed, so it makes it easier for it to be on the right-hand side. So it's just easy for me to grab. And then on the other side, we have all of our other things. Our tape, our glue dot runner, glue sticks, and staples, and a bunch of Apple Watch accessories. We'll just keep that closed. And then the glue dot runner with these clothespins. I use these a lot for decorating when I was in college, and I've just kept them for some reason. And I just need to figure out a new way to use them. Still trying to figure that out. But they're cute, so I want to keep them. And then this one has all the washi, which is a little disorganized right now, but we can fix that and put that one over there and those there. So I have more colors, solid colors on one side, and then all our padded ones over there rubber bands, and we have our stamps, because at one time I thought I was going to use stamps instead of stickers and save money, but they just sit here. And that is pretty much everything that I have gone through and have tried. So bye. Thank you for watching.